Welcome to the Networx25 podcast. In this series, we're going to talk to the participants about their experiences and their journey through the program with us. So tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Jenny Marshall. I am Executive Director for Community Programmes at Mid and East Antrim Agewell Partnership and Social Enterprise Lead for our social enterprise, which is called DOTS.
I'm Graydon. I am the chairman of Magheraveely Community Development Association, amongst a host of other things.
My name is Martina McGarrell. I'm the marketing officer of the Northside Community Centre, Fort Hill, in Sligo.
So my name's Alan and I'm the manager at Fermanagh Fun Farm. Fermanagh Fun Farm is a visitor attraction. It's actually a social enterprise, which is very unique for a visitor attraction. We rescue and adopt animals, get them home for life, and then we open to the general public to come and see the animals as a generating of income to care for them. And we also work with adults with disabilities, giving them formal qualifications in animal care and hospitality.
DOTS is a social enterprise and it stands for Delivering Options Through Tailored Solutions. And we deliver a number of different kind of mini enterprises within that. And the main one is our home and life assistance service. So we provide home and life assistance for people who are wanting to remain at home for as long as possible and to remain out of hospital. And it works alongside domiciliary care in that we don't provide personal care, but we provide all those other things that sometimes domiciliary care can't provide. So things like helping to prepare meals, to take someone for assisted shopping, to maybe go out for a run for the day down to the coast. So it's all around that compassion, helping to reduce loneliness, but also improving people's ability to try and keep the practical things in their house up to date. Setting the fire, having a tidy out of a wardrobe. I'm sure we all have a cupboard somewhere that needs tidied out. And for us, that's something really, really simple, but for an older person with reduced mobility, that can be really, really difficult.
We're a small group on the border in Fermanagh, a stone's throw from County Monaghan and County Cavan. We run multiple activities for pensioners, for children, for all sorts, where I also represent the football club, the local football club as well, and we're trying to, at the minute, we have a massive project going on where we're trying to bring the football club into the village and make a community green space. There's no footpaths, make the place safe for children to exercise. The football club that I represent are quite unique in the way that we're the only team probably in world football that plays their home games in another country, because the only place in the north that we could get a home to play was in Clones, which is in County Monaghan. So the team is quite a successful team and a quite successful league, but we're trying to bring it into the community, and create a sense of community by doing that.
The centre was opened 40 years ago as a community centre, but we're actually now an community enterprise centre now, for the deprived areas of Sligo. And it was really open to allow children of the area to have a sports place, to open up to come and play sports, to open up to come to after school because they weren't getting the support at home. And it was also open to rent rooms. 10 years ago, it then became a community enterprise centre.
So what are your main aspirations for the Networx25 program?
So we're at the stage now where we want to grow and develop and rely less on grant funding. And the whole idea of coming on this program was to get some new knowledge, new skills, also to be able to develop partnerships with other organisations, because we're all in the same boat. We've all got the same problems, we've all got the same opportunities out there.
Interesting and learning to have met all other communities that's here, north and south, and to realise and understand that we are coming from a very strong position. When you listen to the other communities, how they're struggling, revenue, staff-wise, and engaging in getting different funding, which we as a community in Sligo at the moment don't have a problem with.
Going forward over the next couple of years, the big project we have in mind, we're going to need to learn a whole new skill set to carry that out. We're sort of, at this point, we're going into it blind, and to manage people, manage money, and how to go about chasing funding and applications and tendering. Everything's a total new process, and I'm hoping that this is going to help go forward with that.
So I suppose our main aspirations for participating in the programme is we're very new to social enterprise. We've been in the community and voluntary sector for a long time, but only in the past kind of couple of years have started to explore social enterprise. And for us, it's about the connection between social enterprise and peace and reconciliation as well, and working through all of that. And I suppose a big part of it is around building the networks too and having those conversations. Does everyone have the same challenges as us? You know, is there anything that we have missed that we think, well, that would be a really good idea in our organisation, or can we share our learning with other organisations as well?
I suppose the north-south aspect of it, there's going to be a lot of groups, you know, from over the border, and you know, there tends to be, what I can see, there's maybe funding available for cross-border, cross-community work, so I hope to build relationships in that regard.
What are some of the biggest challenges facing community organisations and groups in Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland currently?
Wow, I think there's lots of challenges going on at the moment. I think some of the restrictions around funding are really challenging. I think there's potentially also not enough encouragement for community and voluntary sector to look and think outside the box about how else they could look at funding. You know, is social enterprise an avenue for them? Is social finance an avenue for them, as opposed to kind of that traditional grant funding?
We are very much a seasonal attraction, and which means saying that come the autumn winter, we're relying heavily on our reserves to get us through that month, and we're looking at opportunities there that what can we be using our facilities at the farm during the autumn winter to try and generate an income. So one of the things we're looking at is education and education programs and Peace Plus programs, and using our facilities more throughout the year rather than just in the summer and spring.
So I suppose that one of the challenges where we are facing is getting actually the deprived areas of where we come from into the community to open up and to join in the different groups that we will run. While funding for that alone can be a challenge on its own.
There's lots of burnout in the sector. I think that's a big challenge. Certainly in our organisation, because we work with older people, we would find a lot of our challenges is around kind of keeping and retaining staff, because we simply can't keep up with the likes of the statutory pay scales. So we find that as a big challenge, is how do you keep those really passionate, dedicated staff, keep them and build their knowledge and build the wealth of knowledge in the organisation before they disappear off to another statutory organisation, for example.
The essence of the Networx25 programme is around connections and partnerships. Where do you see the biggest potential for those connections and partnerships going forward?
So other partners who are here at the minute are all social enterprises as well. So we're all managing small teams. We're all trying to do all the same projects. And I think there's the opportunity there to link up with other managers, other CEOs of other social enterprises, to share good practice, even to come together with staff training and development. And looking at opportunities to work together. So, for example, as I said, we've got so many animals that have so many health and well-being benefits. So we could now collaborate with an organisation that helps people with mental health and well-being and bring some of our animals to their establishment to do some therapies and some programs as well. And likewise, we have this facilities there for if they want to bring a group to visit our farm, they can do that as well and use our facilities for some of their events too. We've also found as well that having projects where staff can go and learn good practice, and then their staff can come to us and learn good practice, and networking and building up the morale is like that as well.